Hello guys and welcome back to another FPL video for the brand new season. As you can see, this is my team. If you haven't watched already my first team draft, you can go and check it out. But today the video is going to be focused around the midfielders and specifically the 6.5 midfielders. You are going to say why specifically them. I will be explaining that in a minute. A lot of guys are on premium price, like Salah, Palmer, Saka, Son, even De Bruyne and Foden can be counted as premium. But in order to fit as many as possible, we need to search the hidden gems of the game and the cheaper options. And while looking at different midfielders yesterday, I noticed something. As you can see, the prices here are starting from 12.5 and going to 9.5, which can be counted as premium. Salah is super premium, while Palmer and Foden can be described as okay premiums, to say the least. Then we have Odegaard and Bruno Fernandes, who are both at 8.5. No one is at 9 and no one is at 8, so they are in a pretty specific price range. You cannot easily go to Foden or De Bruyne and Son and Saka, etc. But you can downgrade easily to Jota, Luis Diaz, Gordon, and the rest of the 7 to 7.5 midfielders. But you will be left with a lot of money, so I think they're in a pretty specific price range, and you need to know that you need those players because you're either going to not be able to afford the guys up if you're starting with full used budget, or you're going to have a lot of money in the bank, which maybe not so bad, but still it's not the ideal case. Then you see the 7.5 midfielders, they're around 5, which is not a great number. The 7.0 midfielders are 6, so basically 11 players from 7 to 7.5, and then no one at 8, as already mentioned. So yeah, that price range is good. I've got it covered with Eze, so I can easily go to someone that is 7 million, like Martinelli, Trossard, and Bumo if Tony goes. Rashford is here if he starts performing. But the interesting thing is how many players are 6.5. If you filter the midfielders for 6.5, you can see they're over 25, I believe, almost a full page of 6.5 midfielders. And I decided today to create a tier list of those 6.5 midfielders so you can easily see where my thoughts are. I'm going to consider only the start of the season. You'll see the categories in a minute, but basically I will be categorizing them, from the top to bottom and what I see as useful players. Then you go down to 6, and once again it's not a lot of players. I believe 6 players once again, and they're not that great. Maybe Joelinton, Anthony, if he starts performing. 5.5 is limited as well, so for me, and not limited in the sense of you cannot get a lot of players, but those players are not too exciting. Maybe most probably some of them are, but that will be discussed in another video when I go down the prices and see even the cheaper option. But for now, we're going to focus on the 6.5, which is an enormous number, and we're going to see how it goes. If you enjoy such type of content and want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. Tomorrow I will be, or today for you, I will be hosting a stream where I will be rating my viewers draft. I've got around 8 or 9. You can still put your draft. You can leave it as a comment to this video, or you can go to my community post and post it there. I will be reviewing all of the drafts there, even if it takes some time. If you don't want to share it, you can come to the stream and share it. Then I will try to make time for it as well. So yeah, we'll have a lot of fun. So subscribe, be notified, and let's dive into the tier list. Now I've added all of the players. I cannot count them right now, but I believe they're over 25, and I've categorized them on 5 categories. Very good choice that you can immediately put in game week 1 team and you can just be done with it. To be decided. There are some players that I don't know how will be utilized, so they're going to be ones to watch. To be decided and ones to watch are basically the same price and the same category as ones. Good, that is not too bad. I know where they play, but they are not the ideal option for me at the start. Meh is just a player that is there, but I don't care about it right now. And don't is players that I believe are not going to perform and are not going to deliver as the price say there, at least in my opinion. Now, let's start with the first player. I will be going in order, no matter the team, no matter the name, no matter the player, it's going to be in that way. So first we go with Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva, I will categorize him as a good choice. He is not to be decided, but because we already know where he is playing. He is not a very good choice because I have more exciting players to consider from Man City. But for that budget, if he changes his position, during the season, it will be great. It's not to be decided because I'm not going with him. If I go with City options, I have players here that I prefer more, so we'll see how it goes. But he's in a good category. He can bring you points, but not the excitement of some other players. Bailey, immediately in a very good choice. I believe that at 6.5, if he starts and nails the position, especially until the Champions League starts, he will be in a very, very good position to go for, and he will get returns. Last season, he got around the same returns as the other midfielders, around his price and around his stature, but he played 1000 minutes less. So if he starts performing, he will be good, and he can be a cheaper enabler to Watkins. Instead of owning Watkins, you can afford Bailey. There is another player from Aston Villa that's worth speaking about, but we're going to talk about him when we go to the even cheaper options. But for now, 6.5, if you're looking for a midfielder, that is your choice, in my opinion. Next up, it's Harvey Barnes. Honestly, until I see him nailing down a position, because on the left, you have Gordon, on the right, and Isaac. If Wilson decides to play, you have Barnes. You have enough space for him, but I'm not really excited at the moment, so I'm going to put him in a meh category. We need to see where he plays, if he's going to nail down a position in the starting 11. Are they going to bring someone else? Are they selling Gordon? A lot of questions need to be answered, but for me, even if they do, most probably I'm not going to go for him, but yeah, he's not in a don't category. If you want to be huge differential, he's the guy. Another guy with status, is Bruno Guimaraes. He has got an amazing point return now with the change of the bonus point system. He has been the most fouled player in the fantasy world, but I just don't care so much. I believe that Gordon and Isaac are far better options in midfield, and it's worth spending the 1 million more instead of going for Gordon. So I will be not going there. Next up is Hee-chan. He is also in the meh category because we don't know, first of all, if he's staying, because there's some rumors that he is going to go, and Wolves fixtures are not ideal. We are not sure if he's the penalty taker. Is it Cunha? Is it going to be someone else? Are they signing anyone? Is he the striker? A lot of options to be discussed and a lot of things to be seen. He's in the to be decided, but for game week 1, specifically with the fixture run, it's a no-go. Next up is Diaby, and he immediately goes in the don't section because he's going to be transferred out. He's 6.5, but I have a suspicion that he's going to go, and I will not be going there. Doku is an interesting player with more fouls and more shots being rewarded. He can get more bonus points during the year, but we don't know if he's playing. They have bought Salvio from Girona, so even the attacking options are going to be stacked. So he is in the to be decided category. There is still Grealish, Foden, a lot of players there, but if Doku starts getting a starter position, he might be a really, really cheap enabler for the Manchester City, but he goes into the to be decided category. The same goes for Garnacho. I know that he is a good player and he is getting good returns, but now they have Rashford on the left. They have Sancho. I don't know if he's staying or not. We have two strikers, Højlund and Zirkzee. We don't know if they're going to start together or not. We have midfielders that can go on the wing when they go in a defense formation. I know that he has been attacking, but I need to see how United play, and that's why he's in the to be decided category. I just don't want most probably any of those 6.5 midfielders from Manchester United, but we'll see. Grealish, it's into the to be decided because it's the same status as Doku, and he see himself, if he's nailed, he's going to get good numbers. If he's not, it's going to be hard, but we need to monitor and we need to see, so he is there. Next up is Gross. I'm putting him in the good category. He is good category just like that. He can be an enabler, but he can be utilized as a right back. And in the new coach system, I believe the right backs are not as advanced. They're dropping deep. If he's a midfielder, he will get into dangerous positions, but I need to see how they're performing and then decide what to do. Next up is Kudus. We need to see once again what is happening with him. He's a good option, but for the game week 1, no way, in my opinion. Next up is Brennan Johnson, and for me, Brennan Johnson goes into the meh category. Once again, he is an okay pick, but yeah, Kulusevski, Richarlison, Werner is there, Son. We'll see if they buy a new striker. Now that Archgray is there, is he a midfielder? Are they going to change formation? is he a toe nailed? I don't know, but I don't like him as much as a pick. I have players that like more for Spurs, and we have one more here that I like. James Ward-Prowse once again in the good category. I'm not going with the fixture run for him, but for now he's in a very, very good position. Next up is Kulusevski. Kulusevski, in my opinion, is a very good choice. I believe that he's going to be the nailed player on the right wing position, even as a cam if there is a need for him. But for now, yeah, I'll be deliberating, should I go for him or should I not? For now, he is there. McAllister goes directly into the to be decided category because we need to see how the new manager plays and we need to see how he's going to be utilized. If he is a 10 or if Szoboszlai is a 10, one of them is going to be a very good choice. But for now, I'll be sticking in the to be decided category because I don't think I'll be starting with them. And to be honest, Grealish goes to the good category once again because, yeah, I prefer Doku to him. Doku is more explosive, and Grealish hasn't been himself since last season, so yeah, I'll be going there. Next up is Madueke. I just don't see him playing, and I wouldn't be going for him. Even if he's starting, I believe, with Sterling, Mudryk, even Nkunku on the left, there are a lot of options, and with Dewsbury Hall being bought, Gallagher is still there, a lot of things to happen, so he's just in the don't category. Next up is Solly March. Solly March is a meh category because he has been injured. We don't know if he's going to be a right back or a right forward or something like that. Just stay there. Next up is Morgan Gibbs-White, and he is a very good choice in my opinion. A third player there. It goes well. So yeah, I cannot speak anything bad about him. He's good. He's making returns. He's the talisman. He's taking set pieces. So he is in my good book. So he is going to be considered for the start of the season. Mitoma, once again, the same with Solly March is just meh for now. I don't know what is going to happen with him and how he is going to be utilized. Next up is Mason Mount. He's just in the don't category. Don't waste your transfers. It's not worth bringing him. A lot of midfielders ahead of him. New striker, maybe a new player is going to come. So Mount is just there and I'm not selecting him. Mudryk, another player in the don't section. I don't see him as a very good option right now, especially for game week 1 with so many good players from Chelsea. It's not going to be him for me. Neto, another meh option because we don't know how they're going to set up. If they buy a new striker, is he the striker? Is Kune? Is Chan? Is Chan going? Is someone coming? I don't want to fight it, and just the meh category suits him well. Next up is Nkunku. He's not in my books yet in a very good choice, but he's to be decided because we need to see the preseason where he's going to be utilized. I've got a comment that he's most probably going to be utilized as a second striker or a main striker, but is that true? Is that not? Dewsbury Hall, where is he going to play? If Nkunku is a striker, Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez are nailed. There is Gallagher, there is Dewsbury Hall, there is still Jackson, still Palmer, the three left wingers are there. So Nkunku, I don't think he's nailed at the moment. We have to see in preseason what is going to go. Rodri, a good option, but he's nailed. He's not going anywhere. He's going to get some shots in goal, very good position, but yeah, I believe that City places can be utilized better. And for me, Doku is just more exciting because he brings more points. Next up is Declan Rice. He is above Rodri because we don't know if he's going to be utilized as an 8 or as a 6 because at the end of last season, Arteta utilized him as an 8. Partey and Jorginho were playing behind him and he was joining the channel and moving the ball forward. If he continues doing that, he might be a good cheap option, but for 6.5 he's the option. For 7 you can go for Martinelli or Trossard, whoever is nailed on the left wing, but still I believe that Rice can be a good option. Just behind Odegaard they can do some serious damage, so he's there. Next up is Sancho. Sancho for me is in the don't category. Yeah, he's in the good books by the manager, but for now I know nothing about him. Playing in the United lineup, he wasn't performing well in the Prem, so I wouldn't be going there. Szoboszlai, once again, in a to be decided, it's between him and McAllister for that 10 position. So I'm going to stay with him and just pick whoever is in the 10 position because that 10 slot can do well under SWOT. No pun intended. But yeah, it can be good for 6.5, 1 million cheaper than Darwin, Gakpo and Jota. If they're nailed, It's very good, and they're 6 million cheaper than Salah, and they can cause some serious damage, especially from outside of the box. Most probably Szoboszlai is going to be in that 10th position, but we have to see. So they're in the to be decided category, and Werner is just in my no category. 6 players in Don, 28 players at 6.5, so we have a lot of options. I'll be going for the top 9 players if I'm going for someone for the start of the season. It's going to be McAllister or Szoboszlai, so basically 8 players as options, but we have players from different sides, from different teams, and I believe Bailey, Kulusevski, and Morgan Gibbs-White, we know exactly where they're going to be playing and how often are they going to be playing and what is going to happen. We can say the same for Garnacho, but I just want to see how United set up. Now, if they buy any new players, how are they going to be set up? The same can be said for the rest of the guys. But yeah, I believe that this sums up the tier list. I know it's pretty much divided. I usually have one category to be overcrowded, but now it's basically very good structured, and I like how it's looking. So if you enjoy it, you can drop a like, you can subscribe, you can share your opinion in the comment section. Everything will be very much appreciated. I will be coming today when you're watching the video on the day of the upload. I will be going with a deadline, not the deadline stream, a rating stream where I will be rating my viewers drafts. So come and do that. We will discuss a lot of options. We will see different perspectives, and I hope you're going to have fun on that stream, because for sure I'm going to have it. And you can still put your drafts here in the comment section or in the community, as already explained. Thank you for watching. I would like to give you more and more tips tomorrow. We'll see what video is going to come. I haven't decided yet. I have several ideas, but for sure there is going to be a video. I hope you're doing well. But for now, guys, I'll be heading out. Bye.